Oh no, I had no idea I'm gonna have to do the part number 2. Not really happy about this stuff, but I made some mistakes inside of the video. I suggested that this might have been from the rear, even a mechanic shop. Let's go here. This absolutely is not a mechanic shop. Just as you were able to see, this is part of the treatment facility. However, there is a big problem with this stuff because Milan KUČAN, Robert Golob, police, they have used another facility, not only one, several other locations to confuse on this location. This is how Milan KUČAN was doing his business. So, but I think that this is a breakthrough stuff for me, especially because I mentioned on my blog how the children from Osnovna Škola Grm, from the grammar school Grm, managed to come here. And I also managed at what age first I came here to this location. I was really 2 years of age when I came to this location. I'm pretty sure it was this location and no other location. Even that Serbs had me on different locations doing their best to confuse me. Police, Slovenian police, who became also psychiatrists, cops later, they were really working hard on getting me confused with these locations. And honestly, I have to say to you, if it wasn't for Italians who claimed me that anything that I suggested would be simply impossible, and I did not suggest absolutely anything. I never suggested anything. It was Slovenian police that suggested Italian side, and it was Italian side that follow up on me, insisting me that the stuff that I stated, which I never stated during MK Ultra, it's physically would be impossible to do. So the stuff that I did not state to you and what they engineered to me during MK Ultra was, yeah, absolutely. This location here, this traces all the way to the with the school. When it comes to the school, 4th grade of the grammar school, even 3rd grade of the grammar school, when the children will be going to the Sicily, south of Italy, in the school they would be signing up for vacations. And it usually wouldn't be many children that would sign up for this stuff, but Italy, southern Italy, became a really popular destination for the children because of the beautiful Mediterranean Sea, etc., etc. So there would also be children, I remember, that did not go on vacation, but this is how I learned, because I watched them in the school signing up for vacation. Now, I didn't have any kind of money ever to go anywhere. I was not from a rich family. My parents both were workers. My mom was a regular laborer and father was a technician. I was not from a rich family. So, and I also would not go and waste money from the parents to go anywhere. I prefer to be with the parents, go pick up mushrooms, fishing and stuff, whatever it was. Other kids, they preferred luxurious stuff. And so I remember whom I have seen here, because I memorized the children that signed up for, and it didn't happen once, it happened many times, for the southern Italy. And then they also explained me, they did not explain me, I also observed other kids talking to the class teacher, Anton Butcher, that appeared clearly they went together with, the kids that sign up probably for free, whatever. So what is difference about this place here? About this place, there is nothing different. There is nothing different about this place. I am actually eyeing at this here, Scarpa, if you like. I'm looking at this stuff here, and I don't even think that this was different. All through this one here is suspicious to me. But that's probably because they were playing with me to make me see things that did not exist. I don't know. I have to think about this Scarpa here, about this stuff here. Yep, it's a very sensitive one. I have to think over about that one. I'm not completely decided about this stuff, but other than that, there is nothing. Nothing new, nothing different. Very, very difficult for me to talk about this stuff because they have another facility identical to this facility, which, by the way, did not have what you see here. Also, this building, the way you see this stuff is protected, this building, right? It must be protected. It can't be on any other way. This is a water treatment facility. Let me demonstrate you precisely what exactly I mean by this. There is no other way. This is also Italians told me, but you know, I can see it from here. Italians were very worried about this stuff, the way I pursue this stuff, because psychiatrist Kopch was the one who was using another building that they were doing the sand and stuff, cement and that kind of stuff, that kind of products, and it looked just almost identical to this one, whatever that was. Okay, Slovenian police were using that, and they didn't have this kind of building. It was nasty, right out in the sun, and I was the one who requested that to be, you know, some fucking shed or something that I could go at least that cool myself inside. I was tortured at that facility severely, and this is what the Slovenian police was using to excuse Serbian crime at this facility here, which was taking place since my age 2. I was delivered here since my age 2 to this facility. This is obviously a wastewater management facility, and this is where the Serbs would be picking up something for Josip Broz Tito personally. And what I think they were picking up from here were certain chemicals that you would not get in Yugoslavia, which they would load inside of the car and then transport with me, child, inside of the car, this to Yugoslavia. This was this Illuminati business that allowed Illuminatis to do things that otherwise would be impossible. So what is different here? Nothing. Even Italians told me this stuff here could not be done absolutely any different. If anything was ever different in this location here, and I have to think about it, it would be this fence here. But personally, I do not believe this ever changed in absolutely any way. And for that matter, all I gotta do is go here and look at it like this. No, nothing ever changed in respect to this here. Nothing ever changed. It's still just the way it used to be. Everything was the way it used to be. The other facility is also interesting because it did add the building like the one you see right here, right in front of you. I think it added the building also on the side. I think that something happened also in respect to the building of the other facility. The other facility where they used to sell refined cement, refined sand, whatever they were doing, that kind of stuff, looked almost identical to this one. Very, very, very similar to that one. And that was also the facility they would frequently, parallel to this one, they would deliver me to other facility. That's why this stuff is so dangerous. That's why this stuff is so deadly. I did not even take time to view the facility from the top of it. There is so many lies involving this stuff that I wanted to go through the lies first. I think this is what investigation does. Because if you do look from the top of the facility, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to miss out on the best. You're not going to remember. You're not going to see. Basically, you're going to cut through. You're not going to see the lies. Basically, you don't profit anything. You have to see it. And yes, sir, from this corner like this, this again reminds of some kind of mechanic shop, whatever the hell they were doing. And this is again when Milan KUČAN, Robert Golob, Slovenian police would deliver me like, like in intermezzo. This must be somewhere in the area of about maybe 20-kilometer proximity from here. That's what they would be doing. They would be switching the location and doing their best to convince me that this is all one location. When in reality, as I was capable to see right here from the top, okay, probably what I have just watched right there, I would say, quite certainly I would say, this here is what I watched right there and assumed it's a mechanic shop. But no, it's not. I do not understand any of this stuff. The road that you see here, this road that you see here, yeah, and this is for the things to get even worse. They stopped playing with this stuff. This was enormous MK Ultra that stopped very long time ago, and it was extremely limited information available in respect to this MK Ultra. This was all concentrated on creating as much as possible confusion. This stuff here, the road that you see right here, this is what during MK Ultra I was brainwashed literally to see the car descending down here, right through this road here, right through here, and right through the water here that you see, the water here, right through here to the other side, and then along this forest here that you see right through here, go next to the forest right through here, follow up through there, through this path here, and come right behind of the building where they insisted me they would pick up the stuff, the illegal stuff, load that into the car, and that basically disappear again the other way. Have I witnessed this kind of stuff? That they would be doing this kind of stuff? That's a good question. I have to think about it. As a child, they did have me here in this road. We would come here. They would come here. This was the stuff. This was where they did loaded the stuff. They would put the stuff here inside of the cars. Now, how they got this inside of the cars, I do not know. What I know is that when the Serbs would come here, it's interesting because Italians claimed me that you could not get through this water here, through this. They claim me that it's impossible, that it is too deep, etc., etc., etc. I don't know. Maybe this is too deep. It's just that there is a problem with this stuff. And it wasn't only that we would come here with a car. we would also come here walking. They would have me also walk here. The thing is that this I have to accent, that whenever we would be coming here from the rear of the property, that's interesting, because you know, you don't have to go through the dam necessary to do this. There is, I see other roads here that will take you straight to this place. You can see that there is roads. No, there is a way to come here. But what I need to accent to you is that whenever I would come here, they would not allow me to go here when I was a child. You understand? When I was a baby, it was different. But when I was a child, it was different. When I started to memorize these things and so on, they would come only up to here with me. You know what they would say? You must stay here with him. And it would be obvious a police officer, whoever it was, that would give me a company, and that's what I would have to stay here. And I would have to stay here till whatever they were doing, because they went with the cars further down here. And I saw them going with these cars, with these Serbian cars, with these Yugoslav people, Serbs. They were going toward here. And this is the area, whatever, they were doing something illegal, something criminal that Serbs did not wanted me to see. So Italians were convincing me that this is not it. And actually I do remember, but this is the way it was. I do remember. They were coming right through here, through this thing here. They were going right through here, past this here, the Serbs, and were driving right through here, right through here, right through here, just as I explained everything, and would actually even stop here in this location, And I would be entertained with the violence. They would be doing something very criminal. So, as you see, there is absolutely no doubt whether I was here or I was not here. I am going to fix this a little bit, so it's going to make a little bit. There is no such thing like a rear and exit, but it's going to be all nice and dandy. This is going to be part number 2 of this video here, for which I posted. This is going to be part number 2 on MK Ultra in Italy, southern Italy, in Vaglio, Basilicata province of Potenza. Vaglio means, I think, Vaglio is a valley, I think, but I'm not sure. Basilican Valley province in Potenza province. Yeah, okay, something like that. This is the way it was. This shit started when I was 2 years of age. 2 years of age. This state people here, they told me that they were doing this. They would not be doing this otherwise, but they were doing this to help me out. So they were accurate in respect to basically giving me instructions about this building, that it couldn't be any different than this, that the building was protected because it was a wastewater management. That's very accurate. That's very nice. Yeah, they probably did added some of this here. Whatever they added, they were bringing me inside, and they were updating me whenever they were expanding the facility. They were updating me absolutely about everything. Now I did took a screenshot here of something that I marked right there with the yellow. Supposedly that I was supposed to know all this, etc., etc. I don't know. They were making a lot of noise and created impression that at all the costs that they improve this here, this portion of the building here, that they improve this. Sometimes it appeared like they were doing this kind of stuff. Let me think about this stuff. Like, like they were doing this sometimes, like in 1998 or something like that. But the thing about it is, the Italians quickly corrected me, and they told me, no, 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 no. Because I asked them, I said, and so I know that they did not. I know that this always was here. And I know this always was here because in Italy, I asked them question. I asked them, so why is it that this here looks much newer, cleaner than the building that you have next to? It's not only on the Google Maps that you see it in 2025, but for whatever reason, this building here always looked like newer, cleaner, whatever. You know what I mean? And the same shit is with the building that you see, the green one right there. The same thing. The green building, who the fuck knows? Maybe that was painted or whatever. Everything is the way it was. Absolutely everything is the way it was. There is nothing actually to add. There is nothing to change. There is nothing really to fantasize. That's all there is to it. Milan KUČAN miserably failed with the schizophrenia here. He wanted the schizophrenia. He wanted to prove something wrong with me, etc., etc., and thus so through involvement of the people who appears to have a power to vote on my ability to memorize, comprehend. One of the criminals that was coming here to steal whatever was Borut Pahor, one of the original UDBA people, one of the original criminals, and one of the most violent criminals that was coming here already in my early childhood with me was actually Borut Pahor. That scumbag was one of the people that they entrusted and learned. He was not independent yet, and so he had this Yugoslav UDBA. They finally entrusted him with those Stojadins, that he would come here and they would pick up the stuff, loaded themselves. Borut Pahor even came here, I think, probably with his own Renault 4. Even this kind of stuff went on. But this was later. But one of the people, young, that was becoming here, still when it was Yugoslavia, that they would take along with them, was Borut Pahor. These are kind of a dangerous tasks because you're not supposed to be around here. And well, yeah, this is what they were doing. This is the kind of stuff they were doing. Now, I should have known also about Stazione di Vaglio Basilicata, Via Basilicata, etc., etc., etc. Also, everything about what went on the other side of the river, that kind of stuff. That's also the kind of stuff that I should know. I did not even manage to the other side of the river. I'm kind of do the stuff I like to do, what is of my interest, So what the fuck, I can do this all day long. I can continue doing this, but I don't think that will make sense because I found a very, very nice, proper way to explain exactly everything that it was. This is definitely the road here that you see. That as a child, in my early childhood, I went through here fucking million times. And I have to tell you something else. This on the other side of the river, this road here that you see, this was unprecedented violence, this place here. This was so violent, this place. Milan KUČAN was the one that this area, this place here, this was extremely, extremely violent, extremely bad place. When Milan Kučan was paying for the violence, he would take anything to create a case for himself. I mean, you know, this road here, this road, you know, this road. The fuck can I say? I have to think more about it. It doesn't come to you immediately, you know. So, and I'm not gonna be doing this stuff. So I hope that you are really satisfied with this, because you know I did the extra mile to get this done to the last millimeter. This is not easy by any means because of the because of you know because of the even this location here, as you go, even this location, you will hardly believe this is possible. Even this location here, like this, that you go, they had another location, some kind of a similar location. However, that location, here you can see, yeah, just a moment about one thing here. Holy shit, eh? Yeah, I see now something else. No, no. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's exactly like this. Let me see something else. Let me see something else here. Oh, fuck. There is another dam here, or whatever this stuff used to be. um, this place here, this used to exist, this place here. This, however, used to exist, this thing here. This is where you could go with the car through here, this place. This one was torn down. You see, you have two dams. Do you see this? Did you notice this? You have two dams. Look at it. Look at it. Hold on a moment. This is one right here. Yeah. You have one. And then you have the second one. This one here. I don't know. They claim that through this one that you cannot, and so on and so forth. I don't know. I didn't go in the water. I don't know if you could go with the car through or not. It appeared to me to be deep. I don't know. They were doing everything they possibly could to convince me that this is impossible. Me personally, impression I got was that this was really probably most likely that this was not possible. They had me here, but they also had me on other locations, and as you can see, all these dams along this river or other rivers, they pretty much look the same, with what appeared was some kind of breach, or maybe even when the water gets low, you can maybe go through with a car. Here at this location here that you see, however, I must tell you that it appeared to me that you could not go through here, because it appeared to me that this was really deep water. However, this dam here, however, was a dam that had something, some kind of a structure or something. It appeared to me that there was some kind of a structure or something that allowed cars literally to go through. I think that it was cars that would go through. If not cars, it was people. I do not understand, because they did not allow me to watch this stuff closely. But it did appear to me they have torn apart this whatever this is, this dam or whatever this was, you know. They tore this apart, sometimes in take him down, sometimes in maybe 2000, you know. I think the year might have been 2000, or might have been like, it's really hard to tell, 98 maybe, or something like this, whatever this structure was. Or they might have fooled me on another structure. So this one here that you see right there, I might have even witnessed too, before they have taken one down. And I'm not even sure about 98. It might have been earlier. It might have been all the way sometimes to 94. You know, this here is going to serve as an excellent proof. There was some kind of a structure here that people are using, or even the cars, to go through. This one here. And they made sure that they have torn apart this so that cars could not go through, so the cars would not go past here. That's probably they did this because of this facility, because of this wastewater management facility. They probably wanted to make sure that, like the Serbs were doing, that stuff like this would not go on anymore. Not necessarily only Serbs, there might be also other people. And yeah, it puts the pressure on entire management of this wastewater management facility and stuff like this. What you see right here, this stuff here, there is nothing I can do about this, because it's gonna throw me on the autobahn. And there used to be no autobahn, but this is the stuff I already have discussed in the video number 1. I don't think that is necessary to talk about this stuff. Yes, I used to travel on this road. They would come with the cars, also Italians. They would drive around here and so on. And so this was the main thing that went down. They wanted to tear this down. This was the order from the waterways management to the city, that they have to take it down. So I think that this was like a little bridge or something like this that cars could go through. So if you want the MK Ultra, yeah, with me, you get it, man. Nothing escapes me. The year when they took this down, I'm thinking about that one. That's a little bit tricksy one. Very, very tricksy one. Maybe might have been even before 1990, I'm not sure. Very, very, very difficult, this one. That's a very, very difficult problem. It's very, very problematic, you know. I'm thinking about my age. I'm thinking about how old I was. I'm thinking about the manager of the wastewater management. I'm thinking about the mayor here, about politicians, regional, local politicians, you know. I'm thinking about what I have seen with the people I have come to the facility with Italians. They came to inspect, to talk to supervisors from this wastewater management treatment facility, director or whoever, you know. This is the kind of stuff I'm calculating right now to see when they took this bridge, you know. So it's not so easy, this stuff. It's not so easy to do, just being drugged up and go and tell the stuff like this, recalled by the memory, stuff like this. Yeah, the Serbs were definitely doing the stuff behind the building. They were definitely stealing the stuff for the Josip Broz Tito. It was the stuff that they couldn't get. Talking about Yugoslavs, or maybe even for somebody else from Eastern Europe, maybe for Romanian Ceausescu or somebody else. They couldn't get it elsewhere. They were getting it here, at this place here. So I'm thinking, and I'm saying, yeah, the village people started to drive through here, so they took it down. They took it down sometimes upon Slovenian independence. 1990, I'm going to give you for this one. I'm going to say 1990 this bridge went down. Ciao Amore is this here, that you see here. 1990, okay? So, we do it like this, and I get to tell you, they had another facility, they had another building, another location where you could, along the road, where you would go down and you would descend to the river, and then you would go next to the river and stuff like this. Very similar to this one, but it's not this one. But you know what? Let me explain to you something else. Yeah, this was the building. It was just this new autobahn they created. And if you pay attention to, look, Aha, this is a rail. This is a railroad. No, this was this would have been, this was it. This was it. This must have been it. Yeah. Yeah. This here, I was driving around with the local mayor or whoever they had here in this place in Italy before this autostrada here existed that you see. Yeah, precisely like this. Exactly like this. Precisely like this. You would say fucking unbelievable, right? But, you know, there is still somebody that remembers this. I was drugged up, but guess what? I still remember this stuff. I still remember this stuff. Okay, folks, thanks for watching this video, and I hope I made things really clear for you. I'm not gonna say black and white, but the waste treatment facility, I got good tips, I got good advice from these Italians, because really they really helped me out with quite a few things. This place here, you know, this place here, I always thought that this was a fucking farm, this place. But this was not a farm. This obviously is not a farm. This is not really, you know, they always have one man here that, well, always. Sometimes he would be here, you know. Sometimes he would not be here. But yeah, this is the way. This is the way. Even for this facility here that you see, they had another facility and so on. Now, the people that were meeting me, they had no fucking idea about what they have seen in front of them was right there. Worse, truly Christ. They were making out of me truly Christ. They were really... Truly, these were animals, but very often also the people inside of the facilities, inside of the businesses, knew absolutely everything about what they were doing with me. And they just cooperated with the KUČAN, with these Eastern European communists to do harm, basically. It was all kinds of people. This here, this water treatment facility, this, I don't have a bad opinion about these people. I think these people are pretty cool. I don't really have a bad opinion about them. They did help me out with this stuff here. You heard me pointing out quite a few issues that otherwise I couldn't. This, I don't even remember one female here. I only remember males. Everything was males here. You know, everything I remember was males, and I don't know. To me, they appear extremely professional. I remember here in this building here, in this was management, was upstairs. I don't know what to tell you. The manager was upstairs. I remember when you go inside, you got to go to the main manager. They are located upstairs on the upper floor. That be your MK Ultra. I think I was clear. 3rd grade, 4th grade, I was here with the schoolmates that were heading down south to Sicily to have fun. I did name you the teachers, Anton Bucher, and another one was Brezovar is his name. Before that, like I stated, when I was 2 years of age, 2 years old, I would come like this. They would come like this with cars, with Mercedes, stuff like this, and You know, they would park like this. They would, here is where they would park. The Serbs would always park here. See this here? Right like there. And waiting. Just like this, just like this. Just here. This was a regular, always a parking like this. Right here they would park. Right here. You know, right here, that's where they would park. They would park here. It wasn't only Serbs. I would come here with the Josip Broz Tito. Josip Broz Tito with the Jovanka were here at this location, at exactly this location, whether you believe it or not. I don't know. This is the way it was. Josip Broz Tito traveled to Italy too. On his own. On his own. There were two locations Josip Broz ordered a chauffeur to park here. Either here, I'm telling you I was there, to park here, or he would have to park here, in this location here. This was always a Serbian driver. And one bodyguard, basically. Probably they always had a backup car also. There was always also another car that would go along this unmarked by government car, basically unmarked Yugoslav vehicle. Okay, this is where they parked the car. Josip Broz Tito ordered a chauffeur to wait to park here, in this area here, or this here, right here. So, yeah, you better come out and tell exactly what it was, because the description that I gave is just, I can do better than that. He would not park there or anywhere else. He would park right here, or right there that you see it. Never ever he would park on this side. That means that Josip Broz Tito parked his car where the cameras were. That means that this building was monitored. Italians were monitoring this building. They had a surveillance cameras. Not only that it means, but I remember that this was the issue. And this is exactly where the director from this wastewater management facility would tell Josip Broz Tito, you understand? Josip Broz Tito to park his car here. Either here or either here. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Stuff I'm talking about, it's really a big deal. It is a big deal. Well, I mean, if you can do stuff like this, if you can do the stuff like this, then, you know, you're really somebody. I am 53 years old, and I am talking about how it was when I was 2 years of age here. I'm talking about how it was when I was 3 years old. So if there is somebody out there that you can do stuff like this, and then you're good. And I was drugged up, and they did stuff for me not to remember afterwards about what went on. So that's why I said, if anyone can do the stuff like this, and then you can really move mountains if you can do the stuff like this. Look, do you see where this is? That's what this is. Italian government lied to me. They lied to me. I have to disappoint you. Whoever you watching this stuff, they terribly, terribly lied to me. Liars, terrible liars. And I will not forget this and forgive this. Italians lied that they might have pictures of me and Josip Broz Tito in area of what is now Slovenia, you know, where you have the border crossings and stuff like this, that they might have a picture of me and Josip Broz Tito, that they were using and binoculars and that kind of stuff, but it all depend on me and so on and so forth. Well, you know, when I consider what I did today, do you see it? Deep down in Italy, deep down south. If you want to go to Ljubljana from this location here, and this is the way it was. This used to be Yugoslavia before. You need to make 1,150 kilometers to get there. As a matter of fact, this is a via Napoli, so I don't know, this looks like faster way. 1,100 kilometers. That's very far. Italy is big. That's very, 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 very far. Look where I was with Josip Broz Tito. And I recall everything. You can't get away from me. We're gonna add to this stuff date and time, like this. Date, time, which one do you want today? Let's say Berlin, Rome, and we give another one. It's called Tokyo. Rim, Berlin, Tokyo. There you go. And you know what? Because I'm from Novo Mesto, I'm gonna put down here New York. Alright, for the people in LA. Okay? This is how you do MK Ultra. This is how you do MK Ultra. You can do the stuff like this. Then you can move mountains. I don't think that anybody possibly could even dream could do stuff like this. I don't believe you. Whoever you would be, whatever you would be. I am 53 and I'm talking to you about how it was 50 years ago when I was drugged up. Arrivederci. Bye bye. Italians do have the videos and photos and everything of me and Josip Broz Tito in Italy. Everything else is bullshit. You don't want to give, that's your problem, but you have it. So I don't give a three fuck about it. It's proven today.